Imagine sitting in a sleek lab in Baltimore, electrodes glued to your scalp, dopamine spikes lighting up on a computer screen, not because you're solving a math problem, but because an ad for soda just hit your brain's sweet spot. Neuroscience in marketing isn't just about what you buy, it's about what nudges, predicts, and sometimes even controls your choices. But can we trust science this deep? What happens when marketing invades the mind's private theater? Neuroscience is changing the playground of persuasion, but it's also raising the stakes. How do marketers tap into mental secrets without crossing lines? In 2015, a team in Baltimore spearheaded a neuromarketing trial for Coca-Cola, monitoring real-time brain activity in consumers as they tasted different sodas. They discovered not just preference but predictable emotional triggers, moments where the brain lit up like a city skyline at night. The results weren't just about flavor. They showed marketers they were now dealing with raw emotional data, not just survey answers. Think of the brain as a stage and neurons as actors delivering a play of desires and fears. Neuromarketing watches this performance, spotlighting which scenes make you lean forward or turn away. It's not just about seeing the audience's tears, it's about predicting if they'll buy the ticket next week. This theatrical metaphor helps us understand how marketers peek behind the curtain to script behavior. But here's the kicker: once marketers know the script, they can rewrite it. This moves us from passive observation into active manipulation. An everyday shopper becomes a subject in the Biopower web, where neuroscience isn't just reading minds, it risks steering choices. Penrod warns that without new ethical frameworks, we're handing corporations a remote control for your brain's volume and channels. Penrod leans on Foucault's idea of biopower, not big brother but subtler, deeper control in everyday choices. What does it mean for your freedom? In 2023, Penrod describes biopower as a force that shapes life, from within, not through censorship but through subtle nudges. Unlike brutal force, neuromarketing's power is like a soft whisper guiding you to pick one brand over another without realizing you're being directed. It's less a cage, more a garden designed by unseen hands. Just like your phone tracks locations, neuromarketing collects streams of consumer data, eye movements, heart rate, even subconscious impulses. It's the new surveillance state, but in the marketplace. A Maryland startup monitoring snack preferences could predict cravings before customers even felt hungry, turning personal data into a commodity more valuable than gold. But here's the chaos: laws haven't caught up. Current codes governing these practices are patchy, mostly borrowed from tech ethics or advertising rules. Penrod highlights the policy void. A new framework is urgently needed, designed specifically for neurotech's unique blend of intimacy and influence, or we risk legal and moral free fall. So where do we go from here? Penrod dives into ethical frameworks and throws down practical solutions for a future we can trust. Penrod argues traditional marketing ethics, think truthfulness, fairness, fall short against neurodata's complexity. It's like trying to use an old map for a futuristic city. Current frameworks overlook the power imbalance when marketers access your deepest brain responses. This misfit calls for fresh thinking, a new ethical compass suited for neuroscience's sensitive terrain. One shining proposal: transparency isn't enough. True consent means consumers must understand what brain data is collected, how it's used, and the risks involved. That's why Penrod champions easily digestible disclosures and layered consent. Think of it like approving app permissions, but for your mind, giving you back some control over your cognitive privacy. But even better, embed ethical safeguards early into the design of neuromarketing tools. From coding algorithms with privacy filters to creating watchdog bodies with teeth, Penrod suggests a governance model that's anticipatory, not reactive. This proactive approach might just prevent the next scandal before it's brewed, a lesson from history's worst data breaches. Remember that Baltimore lab, your brain's dopamine spikes reacting to soda? Now you know that moment wasn't just a cute science trick, it's part of a powerful new dance between marketers and minds. Penrod's call is urgent. Stay curious, demand clarity on how your brain data is used, and don't let convenience replace consent. Next time you see a shiny ad, ask, am I choosing or am I being chosen? Try spotting the neuromarketing whisper in your day. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.